Hey, it's Wednesday, November 30th, and thanks for joining us here on the Firm Foundation podcast. It is exciting days. It is, but winter is here. I can hear the leaves blowing outside my office window, and there's snow and everything. So here we are in the throes of winter, soon to be winter. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving and truly were able to spend time with friends, family, or just relax for a little bit because we live in such a crazy, hectic world, and it's certainly much needed. That's Thanksgiving actually has become my favorite holiday. I used to like Christmas, and I still do. I mean, don't get me wrong, but Thanksgiving, you can just kick back, enjoy some good food, family, friends, whatever. I spent it with my father, who is quite ill, and we sat and relived old times watching the Macy's Day Parade together on TV. So it was a good time. But I wanted to share with you a few moments this week of some great things going on here at Foundations for Living. We continue to make fantastic progress on the Middleton home, where some people are asking, okay, so what's the next steps for this project? And that's a good question. As you know, the city council approved our plans to move ahead with our Middleton house. And let me just go ahead and put up the pictures here. So in case you're wondering what this is, here are the pictures of the Middleton home. Many of you that live in Wapaka have seen this many times on Royalton Street, as maybe you've driven to Peterson Auto or the courthouse or whatever the case may be. We're going to be remodeling this on the outside, complete new siding, everything, and on the inside, taking it down to the studs. So that's very exciting, as it will be, we're going to test pilot a women's lodging house right here in Wapaka. So that's been a very positive sign, and we're thankful for all of that. We're currently working through pulling permits now for all the remodels. So that's where we're at. So we want to start on it, but we have to pull permits and all of that. Those of you that are in construction, you know what I'm talking about. So we're working through that whole process right now. Some other exciting things. Thank you to all of our donors that made Giving Tuesday a success. Giving Tuesday is a national campaign. It's not something that Foundations for Living made up, but it is a national campaign started 10 years ago to piggyback off of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then there's Giving Tuesday, just kind of a way to say, hey, nothing wrong with going out and shopping, getting all your supplies. You do it, I do it. It's what we do this time of year. But it's also saying, hey, let's remember what's really important. And so nonprofits from all over the U.S. Make themselves available to receive funding for projects they're working on. And one of the projects we are working on here at this location is our warming center. And the big need that we had was the funding to have our overnight chaperone on staff once again, like last year. And so we were looking to raise $10,000. And then that quickly moved up to $12,000 because we had two very generous donations come in to say, we'll match all the funds that come in up to $12,000. Well, you and the city and the donors that made it happen, you're awesome. You are. If you haven't heard that today, let me be the first to tell you, you're awesome. You helped us raise $13,344. So we've surpassed our goal, which is very exciting. And that'll give us some extra funds to buy much needed sweatpants and sweatshirts and all items that we give to people in the warming center this time of year when they check in. So not only are we going to be able to have our overnight chaperone, but that frees up some funds to get some much needed supplies in here as well. And really, even probably a few extra supplies, because we had and I'm sorry about that microphone sound that you may have heard when I adjusted my microphone. We have a Girl Scouts program that is from the Wapaka area, which is making stockings for the guys and that stay in our area. So they're going to be including hygiene products and gloves and hats and all sorts of, snacks. You got to have snacks in there. So they're going to be putting snacks in there as well. And then we had another supporter secure a grant for us that is going to be used for some items there. So we're really in good shape. Now, I will give you an update regarding the warming center. We haven't seen that many people in this season yet. And people ask the question right away, well, why is that? That's, is homelessness not a problem anymore in Waupaca? And the answer is twofold. Number one, if there aren't many people in the homeless center, in the warming center, because due to homelessness, that's a good thing, okay? Because that means they have a place to stay beyond what we have here. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a family member, whatever the case may be. Now, the other side of it too is weather related. I'm no meteorologist, nor do I pretend to play one on TV, but the temperatures haven't been that brutal yet. We've had a few cold snaps, but sometimes folks will wait till the bitter end when the bitter cold sets in to finally come into the center, and which at that time we welcome them with open arms to stay here. A lot of people that don't have family or friends, they might stay in their vehicle, they might go other places, and really we are saddened by that because there is a better place for them to be, and that is here because we provide warm meals, bedding, shower facilities, all of that sort of stuff. So that is where we're at with the warming center. We have a couple people in and out, but as we look to the forecast and we see these colder temperatures setting in, we're very confident that more people will be coming to use our facilities, and that's what they're here for. So if you know of anybody that is homeless, looking for a place to stay from the Waupaca area, please send them our way. That's why we're here. That's why we exist, to have a warming center and the plethora of other services that we provide. People this time of year may only focus on our warming center, but I have to remind everybody that we do help people on a daily basis with groceries, with utility assistance, because we work in collaboration with the Salvation Army, which is very beneficial and why we can do so much. So things at Foundations are going very well. And again, thank you to the people that donated to make Giving Tuesday far beyond what we imagined. And we're so thankful for that as it applies to the programming. And really, our overnight chaperone is such an important aspect of that because we have our intake hosts, a group of volunteers that come in. And if you want to volunteer for that, I'll put the website up on the screen. You can go here and volunteer to be an intake host. And that's the people that welcome homeless guests in every night, get them a warm meal, check them in, let them know there's shower available and all that. But the overnight chaperone is a person that actually sleeps in the warming center so that everyone's needs are met, and that in the rare case, and we've seen it all, things get a little unruly, that chaperone is there to ensure safety for the other guests that are staying. And so we're so thankful that we have David Mahan as our overnight chaperone, and a few other volunteers as well. I think of Rand, I think of Jim, and Jed, certainly all make this possible. So big thank you to all of those folks. As we approach Christmas season, more and more people are wanting to help out. More and more people are wanting to get involved in what we're doing here, and we're thankful for that. We truly are. And so some of our greatest needs, it can be food. As I've mentioned before, we've worked out a partnership with Feed America, and in which we get food every Thursday, except on holidays. We get food every Thursday. And so our pantry, if you're watching this and you're thinking you can only fit so much in that little closet that we have, you're right. We can only fit so much in there. However, we're so thankful for God's blessing that we have a 2-door commercial size refrigerator. We have 2 freezers going now, and we've expanded our pantry from that little closet. We use that, but we also use a double wide storage closet in our center that is stocked full of food. So if you're watching this, or you know somebody that's in need of food, there is no need for anyone to go without food this time of year, because we have a lot of it. But certainly if your organization or you or your family want to do something special with food, we always welcome it, and we'll take it in and make sure it goes out to the right people. We never, ever charge for food that goes out from here. And so we have those things that we do on a daily basis. We help people, as I said, with utility assistance, and of course the thrift store. I mean, come on, it's one of the best thrift stores. It is the best thrift store in Waupaca. I'm a little partial to it, though. Jane, our store manager, and her volunteer staff are knocking it out of the park regarding keeping that thing stocked. And so there's two sides to that. It's open to the public Wednesday through Saturday, Wednesday through Friday. Now, let me get this right: 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 10 to 2. And so people can shop. There's a lot of good finds back there, everything from somebody looking for something vintage all the way up to modern clothes and, jewelry and games, toys for kids, kids clothing, baby clothing. It's all there. But the other side of it is that we have our voucher program. So when people come in needing clothes, we do not charge for that. We issue them a voucher so that they can go back there and get what they need to make it through this week or next, or for however many weeks they need. So again, a lot of exciting things going on. And, there's a lot of things that are coming up. We are looking forward to a great Christmas season. We're looking forward to celebrating our volunteers with our volunteer Christmas party. We will be functioning every day throughout the Christmas season, except Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. So certainly, if you're looking for a volunteer opportunity this time of year to get involved, please stop in. I'll give you a tour of the place, or you can connect with Michael Hall or Jill Polifka, and they'll be glad to give you a tour of the place so that you know what you're getting involved with. It really is a joy. And I can say that honestly because I've known of foundations for a living for a long time. And then once I started getting involved, and now the executive director, it's a fantastic program, fantastic ministry right here in the city of Waupaca. Well, it's going to be a short podcast today, but I just wanted to connect with you, give you a Giving Tuesday update. Here's the deal. Even if we didn't hit our goal, the funds that would have came in, thank you. We are so appreciative of people's charitable spirits, and we are thankful for everything that we get, because it tells us that you trust us with your funds so that we're doing the work that is laid out before us, and we're truly grateful for that. But again, you guys stepped up to the plate. You knocked it out of the park. Our goal was $10,000. Then because of a matching fund, it was $12,000, but we raised $13,344. So we're humbled by that, and we say thank you for that. So if you have any questions, feel free to always call the center, number 715-942-2725. We'd love to hear from you. If you have questions about what we do, ask. That's the best way you can get to know us. Just ask, stop in. We won't do a used car sales pitch to you. We'll just give you the facts on what we do here. And if you see fit to get involved and volunteer, great. If all you're coming in is to get educated because you live in this city and you want to know what this building, what this place is all about, we'll be happy to talk you through it and answer any questions you have. Certainly, if you're looking for volunteer opportunities, visit our website. There's a volunteer tab right on the front page. If cooking's your thing, our guests need to eat that stay in the warming center, and you can sign up for Meal Train. I think it's on pause right now due to the low census that we have, but that'll be turned on as soon as we get more guests in, and we can always use a warm meal. Let me share with you one last feel-good story before I sign off. The Mrs. Larson, who was the culinary arts teacher at the Waupaca High School, she brings Foundations of Living to the forefront of the kids' minds, so they understand this is a real issue right here in our small community. But what's exciting about it is her culinary arts class, FACE, they call it, decided to make 30 freezer meals for our guests here. Spaghetti full on with meat and sauce and awesome noodles for our guests, all prepackaged. So all I have to do is when they come in, warm them up in the microwave, and away they go. And so that is a cool thing. Hats off to Mrs. Larson for bringing this to their kids' attention, and that those kids were willing to step in. So again, thank you so much. We're always here to serve you and serve our community. If you're a business owner and you get people looking for help, just send them our way. That's why we're here, and we're happy to serve. So thank you so much. I hope you have a fantastic day. If you watch the rebroadcast of this, we'll answer your questions in the comments section on YouTube or Facebook, and hope you have a fantastic week. Thank you. Bye-bye.